Hopefully. Hey y'all, it's Danielle from Black Business Boom and Black Owned Nashville, and I am live with Thomas Sheffield, who's the director of the Nashville Opportunity Fund at Pathway Lending. I am very happy to have Thomas here today, and if you are a business owner in the Nashville area, then you need to tune in, learn about these dollars that are available for our small businesses to help us grow. Thomas has been doing some amazing things since he's been over at Pathway, and I'm super excited to be a partner of all the things, the great things that they're doing with the Nashville Small Business Recovery Fund. Welcome, Thomas. How are you?
Thank you. I am excited. This is an exciting time here in Nashville to be able to put capital into the hands of the people, the small businesses that really need it, not just to survive, but to grow. And that's what it's all about.
I love it. Yeah, it's been such an honor to work with you and the team at Pathway Lending, the team at Corner to Corner, and at Metro Government over these last several months to make sure that the small businesses that need this money that they're getting it and able to
Yes.
grow, like you said, to refuel their
Yeah.
businesses and help them to grow. So give us a little background for those that don't know and haven't been watching my pages over the last few months. Tell us a little bit more about the Nashville Small Business Recovery Fund.
Well, back in February, Metro government decided that they received money from the American Rescue Plan, and they allotted some money to go to small businesses here in Davidson County. No other county, just Davidson County. Now, a lot of municipalities in Tennessee decided not to take advantage or not to use the money in that way. They used it on other things, but the council and the mayor were smart enough to think that they need to invest in the ecology, the ecosystem here in Nashville for the small businesses. So, what they've done, we had a grant program that's passed. Now we're working on a loan program, and it's $9 million in loans that were made available through that plan. $2.5 million of that is for the North Nashville area. So there are 5 zip codes that are directly allocated for these funds. And we're lucky enough to have a partnership with the Metro Teachers Credit Union. They're going to help us in packaging those loans to go ahead and get those through the underwriting. The beautiful thing about these loans is very, very cheap money. And usually with money, when you go to a bank or some other credit union or some other financial institution, even online, they charge you an interest rate that's ridiculous. They can. And as we know, the Fed just raised the rates again. So obtaining capital for businesses or homes is become a lot more expensive. The beautiful thing about this plan is that the interest rate is fixed for only 2%. So it's a 2% interest. It's a 5-year term or 60-month term. Another wonderful thing about it is there's no deadline for this. Now, unlike the grant program, there was a deadline and it was first come, first serve. Well, it's going to take a little bit longer to get $9 million out for a loan.
Yeah.
So as long as the funds are available, we'll be able to go ahead and process those. So I'm really excited about it. We've had a lot of interest from all over Nashville in getting money to help their businesses. And we're looking for even more Black-owned businesses to apply and to get the capital because it is available right now.
Yeah, and we've talked about this for some time around like the mindset when it comes to borrowing money. And I think that that's one thing that, like, as we were growing up, we were taught, like, you don't be going and getting debt and this, that,
Mm-hmm.
and the other.
Mm-hmm.
But it's when you're trying to grow a business, many times that is what you need in order to scale the business. So, as we've talked about and hosted info sessions around the loans, we really tried to make sure that folks understand what they can use the funds for. If they need
Right.
to go and buy a vehicle for their business, or they need to go get a lease or buy property. So you really can use technology, even like these
Yeah.
things that a lot of times we have those barriers to being able to access and get the things that we really need to be able to grow. These funds can be used for those things without having a whole lot of limitations on how you can use the funds. So that's
Absolutely.
important.
Absolutely. It's always better. I always look at it this way. It's better to use other people's money to make money than to have to actually use your own. And if you can use other people's money, like this money, at a 2% interest rate, which is, really low, it's very cheap money to go ahead and take a chance to invest in, like you said, a fixed asset or even hiring somebody to help you to expand your business. That's what it's there for.
I love it. So we had a question in the comments about the credit score requirements. So I do want us to talk a little bit about the requirements
Okay.
that folks have to meet in order to. Let's talk about the process, and then let's talk about the requirements. So
Okay.
if someone's tuned in right now and they're like, I do need some money to go and buy a vehicle or do something with my business, what is the first step that they should take?
The first step is to go to pathwaylending.org/Nashville. And on that website, you will see the list of requirements, and you can scroll down and read what's required in order to get the loan and the process to get there. Once you do that, you will then click on the link to fill out some information about your business and to make sure that you qualify. Once you do qualify, you will receive a phone call or even a link to upload documents. So, if we want to back up and talk about the requirements, there's probably about 5 or 6 different little requirements. The first thing, you have to be located in Davidson County. The second thing, you have to be in operation since September 30th of 2019. So this money is available to help through people recover from the pandemic. So it's all tied together. Okay, so you have to be in business as of that date. We would want you to, well, those are the two biggest things. Okay, you have to be in Davidson County and in business as of that date. Now, some of the requirements also, there are some forms or some documentation that's going to be required. One of the biggest obstacles that we've been finding is proof of that you're in business. So that could mean business license or registration with the state. You have to be actively registered with the state.
Let's stop there for a second,
Sure.
because one thing that you and I have discussed is the business license requirement. And
Right.
I think that is a concern for some folks because they've been operating their business and they didn't go get the license, right?
Right.
And
Yeah.
so but they are able to retro that license,
Yes.
correct?
If you don't have a license or haven't had a license in 2 years, you can go to the website with Metro and pay for a license for last year and the current license to go along with it. Or I've seen people go back as far as 2 or 3 years to do that. However, sometimes the clerk's office may require you to go to the state to make sure that you're registered with the state. And those two kind of coincide together. And that may take a extra time and an extra investment because the state may say that you owe a fine for not having the business that long. So there's a chance that happens. But I want to remind people, one of the positive things about going through that process is even if you don't qualify and get a loan today or with us now, I strongly believe more money is coming down the pipe. So you may not be ready today, but you will be ready for the next round, and that's so important. And one of the um, unintended consequences is forcing us to make our businesses sound and whole in the beginning to get ready.
Yeah, it's
And that's
like,
what we want to do. We want to make it as easy as possible.
yeah, and the thing is, like you said, that even if it's not under the Nashville Small Business Recovery Fund, there we've seen a lot of money available over the
Yeah,
last few years, and most of the requirements are the same.
the same. Yeah,
So having
exactly.
doing these things is just going to set you up for success. For the next thing. So go get
Right.
your license, get your business registered with the state. Even if you're a sole proprietor, you can go and get you a business license. Then you have proof that you are an existing business.
You're a legitimate business. If you're a business, you have to be about your business. So make sure that you get all of your paperwork fixed up and done.
Now you gotta have tax returns too, right?
Yeah. So with the loan program, we will require 2 years of tax returns. So that will be 2021 and 2020. Now the loans are based upon your 2021 income. You can only borrow up to 20% of your 2021 profits. Okay. So if you made $100,000 last year, the maximum amount that you can actually loan or get a loan for is 20% of that, or 20,000. So if you make less than $1 million, you do qualify. Anybody that makes over $1 million last year, you wouldn't qualify for this loan.
And you have to make a minimum of 10,000, made a
A
minimum of
minimum of 10,000 and a maximum of $1 million. Okay.
fantastic.
And you only get 20% of whatever your income is. So we need to have a lot of people that try to apply with just 2019 or 2020 taxes. No, we have to have 2021. Even if you're have an extension, we're not able to do anything until that extension is filed, which I think is going to be due in 10 days for the
Yeah,
final extension. So
yeah,
we really need your current taxes to be filled. Um,
fantastic.
and like we said, the registration, the license. Now, as far as the guarantee for the funds, you would be a personal guarantor of the funds for the loan, and that happens across any platform for any loan for a business. You have to be personally responsible for that loan. So, generally speaking, a credit score of at least 630 is required. Sometimes 650 is required in order to get a loan. Well, with this program, the minimum credit score is 600. So they've even made that a lot easier for more people to take advantage of.
I love it. Yeah, this is fantastic, Thomas. And again, all of the requirements are listed out. If you go to the pathwaylending.org/Nashville page, everything is listed there. We got a couple questions in the comments, or actually one. It looks like, if you got the grant, then are you eligible for a loan?
That is another wonderful question. So absolutely, if you apply for a grant, you cannot apply for the loan. At the time that you apply for the grant, you were given an option, either or. You can take advantage of one or the other. So if you
Now,
got a
if you were
grant,
denied, if you didn't get the grant money, can they then come and
you can
apply for
still
a loan?
apply, yes, because you did not receive the funds for the grant. However, usually when people are denied for the grant, it's for some reason that may also disqualify them for the loan as well. So you still may have to do a little extra work to get
Yeah,
yourself caught up to be ready for the loan.
unless the funds just ran out. I know some people. I was
Yeah.
telling y'all.
Now,
I was
Danielle,
posting
you
the
were on
post.
it.
I was telling you all,
You were
get
on
your
it. Yes.
application in the day that they open
Yep.
for 2 weeks. I was like, they opening, get ready, and y'all still waited 2 weeks to get the applications in.
That
But
money
that's
was
another
gone too
story.
quick. Yeah, it was gone very quick. Now, the good thing about the loans, like I said,
They'll stay open.
we technically have 3 years to get this money out. I don't think it would take that long because it's only 2% interest. So that's a
Yeah,
big plus for everybody.
that
And,
is huge
yes, and
in this market.
I need as many people that are eligible to apply for it. Now, also, if you don't qualify for this, there still may be funding available for you through Pathway that may not be at the 2% interest like what this is, but it may be at a different interest rate. If you don't qualify for it for some reason, let's say you made over $1 million last year, you can
Mhm.
still get money through the Nashville Opportunity Fund, which is right now is 6.25% interest, which is still a wonderful interest rate.
About where things
Okay.
are. Yeah,
So yeah, I don't want anybody to think that they can't get anything. So there
yeah.
may be some other options available.
I love it. This was very informational, Thomas. Again, all of the information can be found on the website, pathwaylending.org/Nashville. It's an amazing program, and I'm just really happy again to be a partner in getting the word out and helping the Black business community to take advantage of such an amazing opportunity. And Pathway just does so many things. They have a lot of great programs, a lot of funding opportunities, and educational opportunities over at Pathway Lending. So if you are not in tune, get in tune with Pathway Lending. Their website is pathwaylending.org. And Thomas is over there doing some amazing things.
I really appreciate you, Danielle. You've been a superstar since I've been here and helping us get the word out and being a wonderful advocate for what we do here. And I can't thank you all enough.
Absolutely. We are happy to be a partner and looking forward to that continued partnership. All right, everybody, you got the information now. If you need some money to grow your business, go over to pathwaylending.org/Nashville. Make sure you're following them on social media as well to stay abreast of all the wonderful things that they have going on for small business owners. I am again, and look, there's Courtney Pogue there in the comments. Hey, Courtney, the man who made all this happen. So
Absolutely.
we are so happy to have you join us, Courtney. And again, thank you so much, Thomas, and thank you for the partnership with Pathway Lending. You all go get your applications in.
Let's do it.
Yes.